Cheap Seats. Listen to this rocking song. It's 27 seconds long. This is our new Cheap Seats theme. In season 4 we have a dream to teach the children how to laugh with the help of our great staff. Going farther than Ron Parker. Comedy was never darker. This ain't no time to be a slouch. Join the boys here on the couch. They'll take you on a nasty ride in the vault of U.S. pride. Cheap Seats, doing it. USA, America.
Hey, welcome to Cheap Seats. Now, when you hear the words college and bowl, you're probably going to think of this guy, or this guy, or this guy.
I know that, dude.
Of course you do. That was you in college.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today we're going to give you college bowling of the more literal variety.
That's right. We're hitting the lanes, tapping the hand blowers, and spraying our shoes.
What could be more collegiate than that?
Nothing. Here's what to look for.
Here's what to look for. Here's what to look for.
Keep an eye out for celebrity co-host David Alan Greer's absolute disdain for the gig and for everybody he's forced to interact with.
Look, Dag, we get it. You're above this kind of role. You started in the Army now.
But the truth is that if you're going to take the job, you can't just be a to everybody around you.
You're not Larry Brown.
And with that, let's get started.
Hold on a second.
What are you doing?
Using the blower, okay? I gotta keep my remote hand dry. You okay with that?
Sure, if you're okay with this.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
From the University of Wisconsin Fieldhouse in Madison, Wisconsin.
Laser Genesis. Paper late, pull it together now.
I'm David Alan Greer, and
Hot daggity, he's in the house.
are you ready to bowl in the fast lane?
I'm not sure, but I think he owes the Eagles money for that.
It's time.
Keep flashing the lights. Maybe people won't realize it's bowling.
Teams that will be competing tonight. First, Wichita.
Shouldn't it be time to actually show David Alan Greer? Maybe he isn't in the house. There he is. I hope to God this is just a skit from In Living Color. Bowlers should never run through smoke. Bowlers should never run, period.
There we go. Next.
So this is where Lawrence Frank started out.
Some gentlemen from my home state of Michigan.
Jalen Rose and Michael Moore.
Give it up.
Even Prince Nassim Hamed would be like, tone down the entrance, fellas.
Mean Green Machine. Come on, fellas.
You gotta love any NCAA sport where you can wear a watch and pleated khakis.
Hello, everybody. Jay Randolph, along with Bo Burton.
Then why does it say Nelson?
Chip on the line. Two very talented
Hands.
teams.
Real mature guys. Hands.
Bowling, the essence of the
Hands.
sport.
Hands.
Michigan
Hands.
State was our #1 seed. Kind of a surprise. Wichita
Hands.
State, a very tough
All
team.
right, guys, I'm just gonna zoom in to clear the shot. Hand, hand,
One frame,
hand,
and then they sit down, and then they bowl
and hand.
later on the match. It is very tough competition.
There they are.
They look like they're an a cappella group, only less hip.
Coached by Pat Henry.
He's like a young Marvin Hamlish, which is his pickup line at the Land Shark.
For Michigan State. A lanky left-hander has it on the way. And
Lanky is one way to describe him.
Well, they have an interesting lineup, Jay. They have a couple of...
Was that really high-five worthy?
He's a little bit right of target, goes high.
He was a little bit right of Scarborough country on that throw.
He'd be best served by just knocking off the 6'10", sitting aside, getting 9 pins, and not doing anything really wild in the opening shot.
I agree. Just go for the 2 pins. It's easy and guaranteed. And seriously, has this kid ever bowled before?
Pin there.
most important item here.
Wait, is he wearing 2 watches? Yeah, he wants to make sure he doesn't miss Babylon 5.
Match.
White pin chocolate.
Williams from Vashon Island, Washington.
He doesn't seem like he's from Fashion Island.
For Wichita State.
Is it me or did that ball seem juiced?
The Wheat Shockers are off to a splendid start here.
No, I think Blended was right.
Billy Sell. They call him Mr. Flush.
For various non-bowling related reasons.
Bowling in the 5th grade in elementary school. Gotta hurry. It did. That turned the corner.
Unlike his love life.
That's a good point, Jay. You really have to trust the ball.
Okay, bowling, I totally get. You know what I don't get, though? Bowling coaches.
Who becomes a bowling coach? Why not just bowl?
Well, actually, Rand, the career path to becoming a bowling coach is fairly specific. Allow me to illustrate for you.
Please do, by all means.
Well, you usually start with dropping out of high school. Then you're hired either as a gas station attendant or a leaf blower. After being fired from those jobs, you start hanging out at the bar at the local bowling alley. Pretty soon, in order to afford your drinking habit, you start buying beer for the kids in the teenage leagues. They want to keep you around, so they make you their bowling coach.
Wow, thanks. I never really knew that.
No problem. More cheap seats after this. Next time, maybe I'll explain the career path to becoming the president of the United States. A lot of the steps are pretty similar, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
They say that anyone can become the president of the United States.
And they mean it. Hey, welcome back to Cheap Seats. We're in the middle of the 1998 Collegiate Men's Bowling Championship between the Shockers of Wichita State and the Spartans of Michigan State.
Gotta say, love the fact that the schools brought their marching bands. This has got to be a really exciting moment for those band members.
Why is that?
Because how often do those guys get to go to a sporting event and be less nerdy than the athletes?
That is a great point.
Thank you.
You know, they say the key to any great sport is
Who's they?
The people who wrote this bit for Dag.
with two gentlemen, Jim Otterstrom.
Whoops.
Now that's preparation.
Also, Pat Mason from Dexter.
And don't forget his spoiled kids who cried and begged to be on
One of the
TV.
original bowling balls. This is actually what people used to bowl with. Now, where?
Because it's made out of paper? No, because it's small. Oh, I still don't get it.
The only thing that is the same between old bowling balls and new ones is that they're round.
Fascinating.
Awkward.
Inside, the cores are designed on computers.
And we still can't find Bin Laden.
Help the ball react differently on different lane conditions.
Now, you told me that earlier they're actually developing a carbon fiber ball.
I told you no such thing.
As fast as he can, and you can actually stimulate him to go left or right. Is that true?
You can actually see the ennui seeping out of David Allen Greer's pores.
Now, tell me about the shoes. I got one question. Why so ugly?
Daddy, why is the mean man making fun of you?
David, that's your shoe. That's why.
Crowd loves
Can't
it.
they make them, you know, I don't know, the way the shoes are normally looks? Is that against the bowling rules?
This is what the kids are wearing. Let's see what
Good
the
comeback,
kids are wearing
Pat.
out there.
Yeah, I bought shoes from you before.
Don't get it.
Well, thanks a lot, gentlemen, for your insightful interview. Back to you guys.
David, very nice.
The Wheat Shocker mascot looks a little like Quentin Tarantino. And a lot like Barbara Streisand.
Coming up, the great mascot shootout here.
Hosted by Tom Selleck.
As game 2 is coming up, of course. And right now, of course, we're going to
Of
check
course.
out the mascot shootout.
Now, St. John is...
Oh, good. David's hosting this event. He'll respect it, no doubt.
There you go. The horse. Of course.
Of course.
Crowd getting into it. Nothing quite says Red Storm like a horse. And
I like this style, though. I used that style when I was 5 or 6 myself.
again, Greer not condescending at
Boys
all.
ready? Who's going first? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We already got some friction.
Yep, between Dag and his booking agent.
All right, you go. There you go.
Boy, he really dragged that bit out. He's a showman.
He looks very confident. As you notice, his feet are quite large.
I'm with Greer. These mascots need to be taken down a peg. They're just not funny. These mascots are so not funny.
You notice
What do
the
you
big
think
head
Jay
guys
Randolph's
not
doing
wearing a
right
hat.
now? Sleeping in the press box?
Of course.
Now he's flirting with the ladies in the inner sanctum.
Yeah, rip him, Greer, rip him.
Here we go. Well, that's a...
And he's strutting because he is
I
hilarious.
hope that fox isn't too sly.
When a mascot gag is bailing you out, you're in trouble.
It's on. Okay.
Come on, David. This is like comedy point shaving.
All right, the fox is approaching. His line. He seems
Just feel, David, feel.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Ooh, very good.
Is he raising the roof? No, I think he's shocking the wheat. Either way, it's a hip and current gesture.
Won that round. So let's give it up. Hey, man, quit horsing around with me, man.
Gotta be honest, people. Did not see that coming.
Security. Ow.
Okay,
That was amazing. David Allen Greer started out that segment with apathy and ended it with bad puns.
And in the middle, he managed to work in rudeness, mockery, and all-around general malaise.
It's an impressive performance and one that we're not adequately prepared to analyze on our own. So let's turn it over to the only man with the skills to break down Dag the right way.
Sean Salisbury, do the honors, big man.
Guys, I honestly don't know what to tell you here. Dag's just being a total Wingo, a little help, please, with this breakdown?
I'm sorry, what?
I said I need you to help me break this thing down.
Oh, well, look, I'd love to help you out, Sean, but Randy and Jason have never asked me to do this for them, even though they know I break down stuff all the time.
Well, you're
And I told them I wanted to be on the show.
You're on the show. You're on it right now.
Yes, but this is not how I envisioned it happening.
Sorry, fellas.
That's just not acceptable.